The 49ers just made a move that's going to make everybody in the NFL jealous. I can't wait to tell you about it in this video. A massive move, a trend-setting move. Plus, there's some other stuff in the video I'm going to get to later on as well, so stick around for all of that. But first, hit subscribe if you're looking for daily 49ers content. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for subbing up. Thank you for being there in the comments, liking the videos. Genuinely appreciate you guys. I'm having a great time. Let's keep going, though, and let's jump straight into it and not waste any time. Quick question for you guys. Comment below how you're feeling about the 49ers being the trendsetters and signing Alfred Collins. Now the third second-round pick. Now 29 teams remain, having had this 2-month-long gap. This is crazy, and the 49ers were the first team to do it. I'm going to tell you how they did it in a minute. But let's start by talking about how the day began. Of course, we learned this morning about who reported yesterday, the rookies that reported. We learned about injuries updates. This is all good stuff. So we learned, firstly, here's what Matt Barrows reported. 49ers rookies reported at training camp yesterday. 7th-round quarterback Curtis Rourke will go on the non-football injury list. 2nd-round defensive tackle Alfred Collins hasn't reported yet, since he is one of the many NFL second-rounders who have yet to sign with their rookie contracts. First practice is next week. That was the news that started the day. Now, on there's a couple really good things. Number one, they're outside of Alfred Collins. We don't know him yet, but there are no other injuries listed except for Curtis Rourke, which was the one we expected. This is a great play by the 49ers for Curtis Rourke, who can sit on NFI, who can have a redshirt NFL season, and the 49ers can still carry 3 more quarterbacks, which is good news also for Tanner Mordecai, who a lot of people believe is going to be the third stringer. But there's also good news for guys like Marquise Siegel, who are not injured going into this week and going into training camp more importantly. John Chapman was the first person I saw point that out. Best news in all of this is that rookie Marquise Siegel no longer has an injury designation and is ready to go for training camp. Of course, Coach Yak posted shortly after 49ers rookies reported to training camp yesterday. However, 2nd-round pick Alfred Collins had not shown up yet. By that point, things got better, though. That's when we learned, just like a few minutes ago as I was prepping to record this, that the 49ers have made a massive move, and they are now the 3rd team, and really more critically, the first team in several months to actually go out there and sign one of those 2nd-round draft picks. The drama has been absolutely insane. You've got Shamar Stewart, not even around the team in Cincinnati and down in Texas, and might not be showing up. Obviously, you had, we already talked about Alfred Collins not showing up yesterday to camp. That was at least what we knew so far. Then Adam Schefter posted this about 10 minutes ago. The next big domino in the 2nd round has fallen. 49ers, 2nd-round pick Alfred Collins, number 43rd overall selection, reached an agreement tonight on a 4-year, $10.3 million deal that includes over $9 million guaranteed, and now is expected to trigger multiple 2nd-round signings per sources. Until now, 30 of the 32 2nd-round picks remained without a deal. Collins will have 88% of his deal guaranteed, a huge jump over last year's number 43 overall pick. So if you're not picking up what I'm throwing down here, and I've got other stuff later in the video, so if you're like, yeah, I get what you're saying, just go ahead and double tap on the right side of your screen, it'll zoom forward. But if you're not picking up what's going on here, basically the trend that was set 2 months ago put every single other NFL team, 30 NFL teams, in a tough bind trying to figure out what they're going to do with signing these 2nd-round picks. Guys who are looking for closer to fully guaranteed money, and teams who are looking like they don't want to pay fully guaranteed money to their 2nd-round picks. So that spurred this really interesting thing where there's not a whole lot of the contracts are pretty well figured out. There's just crossing some T's, dotting some I's, and figuring out some guarantees. It's not that complicated in the general sense. There's not a lot of room teams have to offer different types of incentives. It's kind of a structured thing that's already a done deal with these players that are drafted. So when you get in a bind like this, which is unprecedented, where some team out there has to be the team that says, I will be the team that will set the market tone going forward, and it had to happen this week. We had the Chargers. I believe they were the first team who had rookies report this last weekend, maybe Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And during that time, still nothing has happened. And the fear is that you have all these second-round picks who are missing training camp, and you need them in training camp desperately. You need them in rookie minicamp. You need them in all of that, but especially in training camp, no doubt. So the 49ers went out there and they set the tone. They said, we are willing to pay 88%. David Lombardi commenting on that saying, 49ers solved some big business. Alfred Collins signs a new deal with features 88% guaranteed money, a significant step up from 78% that the 11th pick of the second round saw guaranteed in 2024. This is a trend-setting pillar for the 29 remaining unsigned second round picks. So now when the dominoes fall, all the 49ers fans will be like, yeah, we started it. We started the domino fall. I told you yesterday the dominoes are going to fall. I literally said that yesterday. I used that same exact analogy. I just didn't know the 49ers were going to be the team that were going to set that tone. Now, not totally turning corners, because this is still in the same vein of thought. Really interesting article by David Manila covering PFF's identifying 49ers' best offseason move. And the way that PFF handled this is actually fascinating. And it breaks on a good day as we're talking about Alfred Collins just a minute ago. San Francisco's biggest defensive flaw in 2024 is its porous run defense. The team's 28th ranked PFF run defense grade marked its worst placement in that category since 2016. The 49ers responded by reuniting with defensive coordinator Robert Saleh and acquiring multiple run stuffers in the draft. Edge defender Mykel Williams earned an excellent 86.6 PFF run defense grade across his 3 seasons at Georgia. Edge rusher Mykel Williams, writes David Manila, posted an outstanding 86.6 career run defense grade across 3 seasons at Georgia, including an 82.9 mark in 2024. Alfred Collins, we just talked about, notched an impressive 85.1 in his final year at Texas, while CJ West, who you can see on the screen behind this picture, or the picture on the screen, led the trio with an elite 88.1 grade at Indiana. We talked about a lot of this already, just PFF kind of emphasizing of all the things the 49ers did in the offseason. This is the big one. Now, you can disagree with that. Let me know in the comments if you do. That's okay. I think revamping the defensive line, bringing in Robert Saleh, those are good arguments. I see where you're coming from. Alfred Collins and CJ West both ranked among the top 20 FBS defensive tackles in PFF run defense grade in 2024. Wasserman added, those 3, along with Nick Bosa, will be the new foundation of the 49ers run defense up front. By targeting dominant collegiate run defenders and reinforcing the trenches, the 49ers may have laid the groundwork for a defensive resurgence in 2025 season. And the deal is, guys, you know this. I don't need to tell you this. Defense wins championships. You hear that all the time. The 49ers are at their best when they have a monster, angry, violent, fast defense. That's just the reality. That is what it is. So there's no surprise there. As we are 6 days away from training camp, it is real. It's happening. Can't wait for it. Let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. As always, I didn't really answer the question myself. I asked you guys at the beginning of the video what you think about the 49ers being that trend-setting team to sign Alfred Collins, and I'll just say I love it. I absolutely love it. I think this was a huge move. I think it was great that the 49ers didn't rest on their laurels. I think it was great the 49ers took the effort and the onus on them to say, we'll be that team that sets a market number. We'll be that team that will make sure that we're not going to let our second-round defensive tackle miss out on training camp. We need him here. We need him on this team. We're going to find a way to get this done, and they did get it done. So credit to Alfred Collins and company. Credit to the 49ers for getting this done, for being the team that's starting the domino fall, which we're going to see happen now. And credit to all the guys in the front office, Prag Marate, all these guys who have to work super hard in order to negotiate and make these things happen, because I think this is fantastic news for the 49ers. It's great news for the NFL. I think a lot of 29 other teams right now are feeling really good that somebody set a tone that gives them a little more confidence in whatever numbers they do end up asking for and how they end up trying to make it all work. So this is good. I'm stoked about it. We have the season upon us. Every team is going to be really eager to get their second round picks signed and back in the building ahead of training camp. So kudos to you, 49ers. I'm stoked about it. I appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments. Have a great, wonderful Wednesday evening.